my name is Darrah, aka Rod D. I am from Detroit, Michigan. I am one of the co-founders of the Black Pearl Experience, which is an organization that is a queer organization that celebrates people of color. Yeah, we have events all around Cincinnati, so come check us out. Things have changed as far as what queer is, right? What the definition of queer is, because queer back in the day used to be like, my parents used to say it to me like you were happy, right? Which, yes, you're happy. But I think it's just people just celebrating who they are, whatever that means, their sexuality, how they like to show up. I feel like it's very broad, and it can mean so many things. The media and queerness. I think if anybody's telling a story, right, sometimes there are queer people telling a story, and sometimes there is people that are not queer telling a story. I think everybody has the right to share what their reality is, right? But sometimes I feel like it's broader than just sexuality, right? I think we're so, as human beings, so it's all about sex all the time, right? And it's not just about that. It's you learning about yourself and being comfortable with yourself in whatever aspect that means. And I don't think media knows or has maybe the right people in those spaces to do so. So that's why it's very important to have conversations like this, or just being able to talk to anybody, even queer or not, just showing up as you are, you know. But yeah, I think we still have some work to do in media. So just a little bit about the Black Pearl, how we got started. So the other co-founder, which is LaToya Watson, we met through mutual friends some couple years ago. And we were just talking about man, we moved to Cincinnati, me being here for about, at that time, 11 years, and she just had moved back. And it wasn't a year that she had moved back, but we both were just talking about there's no spaces for us, people of color, queer people of color. Most of the spaces are of white men, white gay men. And just like anything, you want to feel like there's somebody like you, and you share a space with them, and then there's some commonality, right? So we were complaining about it. We always complain about it. And then one day we were like, let's stop complaining about it. Why don't we just do something about it? So we started the Black Pearl so we can show up, right? So we can show up in a space and people can be comfortable in a space, and that they can meet people like them, and then they can find a friend, they can find a lover, they can find support, right? They can find a community. We wanted to show that representation of queerness. What do I love about queer culture? First of all, I want to say I love myself. I ought to be comfortable in my queerness, because I didn't know, tell you the truth, what queerness was. Oh, this a little touchy. Forgive me, Christina. Making my mascara run. I ain't got nothing on. Learning what, I think just the word queer, and whoever renamed it or whoever just decided to show a face and show what queerness was, I think open up the envelope to people saying, oh, I don't have to be, I could be more than one thing. You know what I'm saying? I could be a woman and feel not like a woman all the time. And I think that's where I use they for myself sometimes, because I don't feel like a woman. I don't feel like a man. I just feel like a human being, you know? I love the freedom of it. I love that you can be yourself at any given time, right? it's a part of just being. And I feel like that word has built such a community where it's allowed people to be vulnerable and for them to show up as who they are.